What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Titans Rossi Tuesday breakdown. We got an awesome show in store for you guys. I already see some of you guys in the chat. I appreciate you showing up. What a game! What a game on Sunday. These Titans are just man, they're battling, they're grimy, they don't give up. And like I said, all during the game, I was tweeting out, please keep doubting us. Please keep doubting us. That's how we like it. That's how we like it in Tennessee. We like to silence the doubters, and just please keep doubting us. We got an awesome show in store for you guys tonight. I'm waiting on some people to get in here. I know TA's. I hope he's going to make it. I think his mom's birthday was tonight, so he'll probably come in a little later. We got Locked on Titans, waiting on him to show up as well, but we'll get started. Let's go. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Let's get it. So what is up, everybody? How are y'all doing tonight? I see some of y'all in the chat. I see Tyler just showed up down there, and we'll get him in a minute from Locked on Titans podcast, a.k.a. Tic Tac Titans on Twitter. And we'll get him in here in a minute. DWS, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Kent Woods, Bryce Pratt, thank you, man, for always supporting the show. And we'll definitely get into the Breon Borders stuff and the Josh Reynolds stuff with Tyler. I'd love to get his thoughts on Reynolds and that situation. SM Ducky, the Cat Man, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Titan Rob, yes, OBJ, and we'll be talking about him too. He's the talk of the league right now. Al Pierce, what's up, brother? Oiler Struck. That is me right there. Wrath of the Titans, TA and Rossi, tighten up, my guys, and mad respect to you, TA, for representing in LA. Yes, he was in LA. He showed a lot of awesome videos. Sauce Monster, what's up? A big supporter of the Titan Upload Network. So we appreciate you, my friend. Aiden Clark, BB15, Raul. A lot of people in the house tonight. A lot of people commenting already. Paulie D, Houston, a Texans fan, but like you know, you're always welcome here, my friend. I appreciate you tuning in. So we're going to get Tyler in here from Locked on Titans podcast. Let's bring him in. What is up, brother?
How's it going, man? Just another fun Tuesday night living the NFL season with the Titans.
Yeah, man, and what a season it's been, for us Titans fans, man, it's been a heck of a year. Honestly, one of the most exciting years, I would say, since they've been in town, other than the McNair days and stuff like that. But kind of wanted to go ahead and get into this, what's happened today. And a lot of people are talking about it. I mean, Josh Reynolds, him being released. Why didn't it click for him in Tennessee?
I think, honestly, man, at the start, it was injuries. He just wasn't super healthy at the beginning of training camp. And guys stepped up. I mean, we heard whispers going into the year that they were high on Nick Westbrook-Ikhine and what he could do as an actual wide receiver, not just a special teams guy. So that obviously panned out. He's been solid. Marcus Johnson has been solid, and those are guys that they consider outside guys. Chester Rogers was always going to play the slot when they needed like a true, small slot guy, and that continued to be true. So I think it was just he wasn't healthy enough to beat out guys in camp, and after camp goes and you get into the season, it's just hard to kind of make up that ground. And let's be honest here. The other guys are better blockers. Like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine is a better blocker. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine is also going to help on special teams. Marcus Johnson can have spot duty as a returner. You know what I mean? So you take all that into account, and he just wasn't a good fit. And you can't You can't just carry him on the roster all the time when he's behind so many people and he doesn't play special teams. You just can't. It's a waste of a roster spot. So I think, it's kind of a combination of everything, but, good for him. They said it was mutual. I believe that. If we're not going to use him, let him go out and try to make some money his next contract. There's no reason we need to be petty and bury him or anything like that. Don't want him to be malcontent. Just let him go. I think that was best for everybody.
Yeah, and I think somebody's definitely going to pick him up. I mean, it's kind of weird too. It's like the guy he's been productive in the league. You know what I mean? Like every year he's been I think he's been in the league 4 years. His numbers increased. He had about 600 yards last season. And like you said, he he just didn't fit in here for whatever reason. It was a few games back, maybe 4 or 5 games. I can't remember which game it was. Might have been Houston or something. Remember, he had about 60 yards receiving. I think he had 3 or 4 catches, and people were like, "Oh, okay, well maybe Reynolds has something." And it's just a strange situation. It's coming into the season, we were thinking he was going to be our number 2. You know what I mean? Like we didn't have anybody else, and thank God, Julio. We did pick up Julio, even though it's kind of been spotty. But what's your opinion on some of these guys? Okay, like Marcus Johnson, Rogers. It seems like here recently they're just not doing a whole lot.
Well, I think the reality is here, the Titans got Chester Rogers and Marcus Johnson off the Colts practice squad. Like it's not like the Titans just found gold with these guys. They just haven't. So, I think the realities have set in throughout the year that outside of Julio and AJ, the Titans don't have any decent pass catchers. Westbrook-Ikhine has been probably the 3rd best pass catcher on the team, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that he blocks so well. So the Titans, just generally speaking, don't have a lot of really good playmakers outside of the big 2, and it's basically just been one with Julio. So I think the expectations were too high for those guys anyway. I think reality is just setting in for most of the fan base that, this is a pretty pedestrian group of pass catchers, despite all of the training camp hype that we had for some of these guys. Like Marcus Johnson is killing training camp. He's out there. Man, Marcus Johnson isn't any good. He's okay, but he's just a jag. You know the term jag. J-A-G. He's just another guy. And I think outside of Julio and AJ, they're all just another guy. So I think it's just the realization that we're all at now at this point in the season. But if Julio and AJ are healthy, then they can get by with that.
Yeah. And I just saw Titan Anderson's in there. We're going to bring him on in. What is up, TA? The blue.
What's up, fellas? What's up?
Yo.
Not much, man. We're just talking about the Reynolds situation. Obviously, they let Reynolds go, and kind of the backup wide receivers, like what's up with them? Why are they not producing, and all the hype before the season on all of them,
Did you want my opinion on that?
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was trying. Okay. I heard what Tyler said. And I agree with him completely, to be honest. It's once you look past our top 2 guys and AJ and Julio, they're just guys, to be honest. They're no like and I like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. He's a good player, good special teams guy, good but he's not someone who's gonna go out there and really scare anybody. Chester Rogers had a great start to the season, completely has disappeared. Marcus Johnson, does he exist anymore? Is he still on the team? Josh Reynolds, I just said hi to him at the stadium. We were 2 feet away from him. He gave my brother-in-law a handshake, and he's not even on the team no more. So it's just like Ferkser doesn't exist. It's crazy. Thank God we have Swaim and Pruitt, because they're pretty good. They're not by any means like a serious threat, but they're pretty good in our offense. So it's going to be a weird situation to see how we do everything. But yeah, the receiver situation is very strange. It's very strange. Like I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh no, Beckham Jr." And I'm just like, "Oh, can you believe? Does he still have anything left? And even if he does, do you really want a guy like that in your locker room? In this type of locker room? I don't know, man. That's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, personally, I don't as a fan. And I don't know if y'all saw Paul Kaharski put out a tweet earlier. And what's weird with Paul is like he usually doesn't really do this, but he was kind of hyping like OBJ coming to the Titans. And I'm like, what, dude? Like that's I've not heard that anywhere. I've not heard it in rumor mills. I've not seen it on any of the websites or anything. He I did hear he's going to visit Green Bay, which of course if they get him, they're already damn good anyways. And it was tweeted out earlier on the NFL rumor thing that he plans to go to Green Bay on Sunday. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But do you see any chance of him coming to Tennessee, Tyler?
No, I don't. And to be honest with you, maybe it's just the way that it's read, but in my opinion, Paul Kaharski's tweet was saying that OBJ is definitely not coming to Tennessee.
Maybe I read it wrong.
It is tweeted strangely. He said, just to make sure, he said,
okay.
Should be obvious, but can say definitively not to put the Titans in the group of teams in the OBJ market. So I don't think the Titans are interested, and none of us wanted them to be, because I'm going to echo both your guys' sentiments here. Number one, what we know is, and A.J. Brown said this himself recently, that the Titans offense basically values blocking over pass catching from the wide receiver position. Now, I think that he's probably right, and maybe he shouldn't be right, and we can have a debate on whether that's good or bad, but that is the reality. You have to block in this offense. And what kind of offense did OBJ just come from? A run-heavy offense where they spread things around. You got to block your tail off, even as a wide receiver. He's going to want to do that again. And the Titans barely can get the ball to Julio Jones. They targeted Julio Jones 4 times on Sunday night when they couldn't get anything going whatsoever in the offense. So where in the heck do the targets come to give to a crybaby like OBJ, who not only whined his way out of New York, whined his way out of Cleveland, who was in a winning situation? Cleveland's a pretty good ball club. And he even said reports were that he told the lower end of the teams not to claim him because he would cause issues. I mean, does this sound like the type of guy that you want in your locker room? And even if you're going to talk about the talent that he has, are you going to give him snaps over a guy like Nick Westbrook-Akina, who's been grinding it out from practice squad to playing time to contributing over 2 years? Are you going to tell the locker room, hey, I know that NWI's been out here freaking giving his life to this ball club and to his teammates, but we're going to go do a midseason thing with OBJ Adiva, bring him in and give him the snaps over him. I know that there's a talent disparity in the people that we're talking about here, but you got to think about the politics and the personalities of a locker room. He doesn't fit anyways, along with that, and he doesn't fit because he's not going to block. He's not going to try hard. There's not targets for him. I think that he's fine. He could still be good, but I'm with you guys. I didn't want him on the team either.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. And I would say this locker room's probably pretty tight. I mean, they got something special going on in Tennessee this season, and a locker room. I mean, it does have a lot to do with the success of your team. You know what I mean? I want to get to some of these comments. You guys are on fire in the chat. I appreciate it. And we're at 599 subs, or 1 sub away from freaking 600.
Tyler, get those numbers up. We got to get those numbers up.
Yeah, man. Tyler just got 1K on his Locked on Titans.
Mr. 1K. Sorry, AJ Brown. I'm stealing your chain, bro.
Yeah. TA, the Cyclops Spartan, is got what? Are you at 6K now?
No.
You're almost at 6K? I know you hit 5K.
I don't know.
Yeah.
5,200 something, almost 5,300, I think.
He
Something
lost
like that.
count. He lost big timer. He
Yeah.
lost count.
Yeah. So TA's been killing it too. So and thank you to all y'all in the chat and everything. A lot of you in the chat are follow, all of us. So it's much appreciated. Titan says, wonder if Reynolds left due to not being played against his former club.
I'm sure that made him mad, right? I mean, who wouldn't? I don't even blame the guy to be inactive in your revenge game. That was probably the final straw for him. But maybe he knew that, maybe they had already agreed that they were going to let him go before that game. Who knows? But I would have been mad.
Yeah, you said he looked kind of depressed, didn't he, TA?
Yeah.
We saw him and he jumped up and gave my brother-in-law a high five, but just the way he was walking, you could look at him and see he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy to be there. He was just there because that's where he was. That's
Yeah.
what he does for a living, is play football. But it was no type of excitement to him up until we're like, hey, Josh Reynolds, what's up? What's up? This and that. He's probably, oh, damn, the people here actually like me. Like, it's crazy.
Right.
But yeah, he had he had that look on his face, like he wasn't happy at all.
He's probably embarrassed too, right? I mean, because those are his former
definitely.
coworkers. So, he's like, oh, I'm leaving. You got friends when you work at jobs and you leave and stuff like that. It's not like those people like hate you anymore. Like, he had to walk around that field with the guys he used to play with and be like, yeah, I'm inactive tonight. I'm healthy, but they won't play me. Like, not only does that suck just because he probably wants to play ball and wants to do well, but like, that's embarrassing with, all your former teammates and stuff. Like, you kind of feel bad from him from that perspective.
Here's a question from the chat for you, TA. Why did TA go to the Cyclops Spartan?
It's one of many. It's still Cyclops swag, but it's the Cyclops Spartan, man. We're the Titans. You know what I mean? It's like it goes with each other. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, it's a cool name, man. How about the defense Sunday night? I've watched the highlights of the sacks and Byard pick six several times. Still hyped. Yeah, dude. Let's talk about the game, man. Byard, freaking Simmons, everybody on the defense contributed. TA, you were there. It was hype, man. What do y'all think? I mean, is this something we're gonna? We played on defense like. The Chiefs game, we played awesome too, but this game was just lights out. Is this something like TA? Is this something you think we're gonna sustain all season?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. If we can continue to rush four and have extra guys back in coverage, that'll make problems for any quarterback. It's pretty crazy. And as I was watching that game. You literally only see 90. It seems like every play is only a 4-man rush, but you see the pressure that they're putting on. Like I said, I was kind of noticing a pattern on what they do. And it seems like Harold Landry and especially Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree does this technique where he runs way on the outside and forces the quarterback to step up into the pocket. And when he steps up or stays, because of the pressure from the outside, you see Simmons and Autry just bull rush bullying people, and it closes the pocket down so fast, and that's where the sacks are generating. At least from my perspective watching them, that's what I was noticing is Bud Dupree would take a really outside angle and force Stafford to step up and made Stafford get closer to the oncoming traffic. And it was impressive to watch, to see only 4 guys dominating consistent 5 blockers. And sometimes they'd have like the jumbo sets or whatever you want to call it with 6 guys up there, the tight end and lots of receivers up close to help. It wouldn't work. It would not work. The pressure from these 4 guys, what they're doing it's ridiculous. It's crazy. I don't even know. I don't even know if we've ever done anything like this. Like, we've had good defenses. Most of the times it seems like we really don't. But this year's defense, it's just crazy because it's like we still don't even have Christian Fulton out there. I mean, Chris Jackson, he really has been impressing me. I mean, I think the way that he's been playing has been just amazing. You've got Jackrabbit finally playing better. And then just you see Byard and Amani Hooker when they're out there together, it's a scary situation. They are really good together. It's pretty impressive. It really is. But I'm just thinking like, man, when Christian Fulton gets back, my God, it's going to be that much better. And I also like seeing Jayon with David Long Jr. Those two together are a problem. They are a problem. And David Long Jr. is turning into a star. He is so special on our team. Maybe it's because of the guys around him. I don't know, but the guy is remarkable. He has energy. Every time we do something, he's always involved in the celebration. He's never taking any plays off. He's so special, man. So it's a team effort, man. And what we're able to do with just rushing 4 people, it was hilarious. Like I'm sitting there watching all these guys go, and I'm just sitting there watching, and it got to the point where I'm expecting a sack. You're like, okay, he's going down again. Like it's not an if, it's when. It was beautiful, man. I loved it, man. And I think if we can continue this, oh man, if we get Derrick Henry, oh my God, if we get Derrick Henry back and Christian Fulton back, oh, I bet you every single team in the AFC is like, I don't want Tennessee anytime close. No way, because it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, they may not have a choice if things go right. The Titans will have that round 1 bye, and nobody will get to play the Titans in round 1. So that would be sweet. I gotta tell you, Rossi, I think that I think it is sustainable. I mean, we're halfway through the year, and the Titans are playing great ball. Number 1 team in the NFL in quarterback pressures right now, and like you're talking about, TA, the Titans have significantly decreased their blitz percentage this year. I believe they only blitzed 19% of the time against the Rams. Under their season average would be one of the lowest averages in the NFL this year if that was a season-long average. So getting pressure with 4 consistently and being able to drop 7 into coverage is how you defeat elite offenses in the NFL. We know that. What I really like is the Titans aren't just sending that front 4 that we're talking about, though. People complain about seeing Landry, seeing Bud Dupree drop back into coverage, but the Titans will bring Elijah Molden off the slot, bring David Long on a linebacker blitz, and on the backside of that blitz, they're going to drop somebody into coverage, and that does a lot of good stuff for you too, because quarterbacks are looking for their hot route. They see the blitz coming. They're like, oh, I got to get it out quick. Well, if that defensive lineman is dropped and you didn't see him, that can create problems and create timing issues that lead to sacks. And you're 100% right as well, T. I just want to mention from the top to the bottom here. I mean, with the defensive line, and I saw someone in the comments say wide 9. We got to give a lot of credit to Jim Schwartz, because that wide alignment where we're seeing Landry and Bud Dupree aligned outside of the wide, like teams are condensing their formation against the Titans man coverage because they want to create easy releases and easy routes. So they're condensing their formation, having the wide receivers all bunched up right by the offensive line and all of that. Well, the Titans are having their defensive ends line up outside of the wide receivers even, and then coming on those wide rush lanes, like you said, TA, because the Titans are running twists and stunts with Autry and Tart and Simmons up front. Thank you, Paulie D. I appreciate that. But the Titans are running those twists and stunts up front, and the quarterback's being pushed up right into Jeffrey Simmons and Danico Autry. So that's all working together. And then in the linebacker spot, I just want to point out that the Titans ran a ton of 3-3-5 in this game against the Rams. They had Autry, Simmons, and Tart, and then Landry, Jayon, and David Long out there, and then 5 defensive backs. And they were rotating the defensive backs. They'd have Molden on the slot, and then Jackson and Jackrabbit on the outside. And then on passing downs, third down, they'd bring Chris Jackson into the slot, take Molden off, and then put in Chris Jones, which it'll be Christian Fulton hopefully soon. So they're switching their personnel on defense for the moment. They're using different personnel packages. They're doing those twists and games up front. And I didn't even mention the safeties, which are absolute playmakers. Crookshank is just locking up tight ends, and man, Byard and Hooker are able to roam the field and be ball hawks. I don't see why this can't continue. And the raw numbers aren't super awesome. I mean, the Titans are like 30th in total yards allowed, but we look at the red zone percentage, you look at the third down percentage improvements, you look at the sack improvements. I mean, I don't see any reason whatsoever that this defense can not only keep it up, but get even better as they get healthier throughout the back half of the season. If the Titans get Derrick Henry back, like you're talking about, TA, and this defense gets healthy, this is the best team in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure, man. And what's his name? Not Schefter. In A to Z has talked about this, but like Ian Rappaport,
They're battling on
Ian,
the timeline.
yeah, Ian Rappaport's saying like he's not going to come back, and that, well, nobody knows, man. Only Henry and only God knows, right? Like when he's going to come back, and I guarantee you, man, if one player in the NFL is going to try his darndest to get back for this team, it's going to be Henry. And a lot of people make a big deal of, oh, they're playing for Henry, but they probably really are. I mean, they want to come out, and that dude does so much for this football team, and I'm sure they want to, play for him as well and kind of, honor him per se. I did want to get to this. This is something I saw earlier. Basically the most pressure since week 6, and this has kind of been circulating around the next gen stats, but Jeffrey Simmons and Danico Autry, 27 and 20 pressures. I mean, that is just ridiculous. And I wonder where Harold Landry is on this list too. He's probably top 10. And I don't know, maybe even Bud Dupree. I mean, Bud Dupree's been getting to the quarterback a lot too. Like you said, TA, the way he's playing is just phenomenal. And maybe we're starting to kind of see what we thought before the season. Like, that's why they brought these guys in, and we're starting to kind of see this stuff coming to fruition, like they're just starting to gel. Things are just starting to work, I don't know if y'all have heard anything on Fulton. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. That's usually when they start practicing, right, on Wednesdays.
Well, can I give some optimism? I just want to bring some optimism.
Of course.
So we talked about Josh Reynolds getting cut, but along with Josh Reynolds, Breon Borders got cut today. And not only did Borders get cut, but the Titans got rid of Nate Brooks, a defensive back, on their practice squad. So what do we know from previous history here? When the Titans start getting people off of their roster at a position, it usually means, like when they got rid of Avery Williamson last week, what did it mean? It meant Jayon Brown was back. Well, if the Titans got rid of 2 defensive backs in their organization, one on the active and one on the PS, what does that probably mean? Well, folks, spoiler alert, Christian Fulton. So I don't want to get too hyped too soon, but I'm probably already past that point. But in my opinion, the roster moves made today point towards Christian Fulton being back. Maybe not in the lineup this week, but I would think next week. And there's a good chance he gets activated on Saturday and be able to play on Sunday.
Yep. And the sack leaders for the the NFL were 6th in the league in sacks, which is just tied for 5th, I guess you could say. But that's just incredible, man, because I mean, coming from what we did last year, it's just last year, man, was such a wash, dude. Like, crazy. Now, like you said, TA, man, like you when you can just rush 4, or you can use the stunts and the different defensive alignments and stuff. And what about freaking Shane Bowen, man? Like, I mean, we were ready to crucify this guy, and now Shane Bowen's looking pretty freaking good.
Hey, I think that's Vrabel's fault.
I'm just gonna be honest. I made a video on that as soon as we re-signed him or whatever, and I told everybody, I was like, look, it looked bad last year, but you got to understand, he's trying to play chess with checkers pieces, you guys. He did not have the right personnel. He was, thrown into the fire in a bad situation. I told everybody, look, it's not the big name we wanted, but give him a chance, man. We went out, brought in Danico Autry. We went out and got Bud Dupree. We went out and drafted whoever we needed, who we thought would be the right guys. God, knock on wood, hopefully Caleb Farley busts a Christian Fulton and comes back and dominates next year. But it's just, you got to give a guy a chance with the right pieces. And right now, and I think Jim Schwartz kind of being involved also is just, it's bringing everything together. And Bud Dupree, speaking of Bud Dupree, like he told everybody, I rushed back, man. I was excited. I wanted to get out there, and that's understandable. He wanted to show out for his new team, his new fans, and everything like that. But now, every single week, that explosion just continues to show up, and it's exciting. You just see him, boom, just flying off the edge, man. And it's like, oh man, a beautiful thing to watch, man. So I think right now, think right now the defense and it's all coming together. It really is. It's a beautiful thing to watch, and it's crazy to say yes, the Titans defense is winning the football games. It's so crazy how it's flip flopped. But another thing I wanted to say though also is it's kind of a little kind of off topic is how much do you think Derrick Henry? Because I guarantee you he was watching that game. How much do you think he wanted to be on that field when the offense was struggling? Oh, I was thinking about that. He was probably sitting there like, my God. Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
not only that,
I'm
but
sure.
to be honest with you, the running backs I think really missed a lot of opportunities. I don't think that there would have been any big hitters, but there are a few pull plays where Peterson was a little impatient and needed to let the hole develop, and it would have been right there wide open. A few plays where he just went the wrong way, and I'm not here to kill AP or AD. I don't want anybody to get mad. I know that there's a firestorm about that controversy, but either way, I think that Adrian Peterson didn't run a football for 10 months.
exactly.
So he's going to get
Yeah.
better. He's, it's like anything that you've ever done. For me, it's like writing articles. I know a lot of people say that writing music can be like that. It's almost like muscle memory. If you don't do it for a while, you kind of struggle to get in the rhythm and get in the flow. And I think it's just like that with sports as well. He's got to get that muscle memory back. And he even said in his press conferences, football shape is different than regular shape. So Henry definitely was looking at some missed holes and some missed opportunities and thinking, I would have been able to push that through. But we all know that, Derrick Henry's the ultimate gamer. So no surprise there. I do want to just pivot to Shane Bowen for a moment. Last year, I think I was one of the people crushing him. I was one of the people worried. TA, I'm glad you were on the right side of history. But even after the promotion this year, I was a little bit worried. I was a little upset about the Shane Bowen promotion. But I think a couple of things are coming to light. One, we know that Mike Vrabel is terrible at coordinating a defense. He always has been. And last year, by not assigning a defensive coordinator, Shane Bowen was calling plays, helping develop game plans, blah, 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 as the DC. But he was working with the outside linebackers nonstop because he was still the outside linebacker coach, which means while the game plan's being installed with the defensive backs and the defensive line, Shane Bowen can't be over there like, hey, yeah, make sure you correct this. Hey, the reason we're doing this is to do this, blah, 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 and throwing in his little individual touch on every position because he was still having to coach a position. So I think Mike Vrabel actually giving that responsibility away to Shane Bowen and letting him, hey, you're calling the plays. You're just the DC. We hire Ryan Crow to be outside linebacker coach. I think not only did the personnel improve, but Mike Vrabel actually letting Shane Bowen do the freaking job. I think that's one of the big things. But you talk about the personnel improving, and I think that it's not so much that the Titans personnel on defense last year was absolutely terrible. It's just where the money was. They had a bunch of money in the secondary. Malcolm Butler, Adoree, Kenny Vaccaro, and Dean Pease, his defensive style is based on the defensive back, using a ton of talented defensive backs. Well, Mike Vrabel wants to be a defense that's dominated by the defensive line, and they moved the money from the secondary, made some crazy cuts that surprised us all, and then they put that money into the front of the defense. And all of Mike Vrabel letting go with his ego, Shane Bowen getting to actually work with the entire defense, not just the outside linebackers, and then the personnel change, money from secondary to defensive line. It just kind of gave Bowen a new lease on life. And I got to, eat some crow on that as well and give him his flowers, which I try to do.
Hey, see, I don't mean to cut you off, Rossi. I got to give you respect with that because as content guys, all of us, you were just giving me credit for kind of getting that part right. There's so many where we're right and wrong. We're never perfect, you guys. So all you guys watching and listening, I was right on this one. So far, but man, I'm wrong a lot too, man. I'll tell you that, man. I'll be the first person to admit it. So just the fact that Tyler's willing to, you know what I'm saying, admit that and eat some crow, man, that's nothing but respect, bro. So a lot of you guys need to understand we're not always right, okay? We're really not.
Right. You talk that much and gave opinions, you're not going to be right every time.
And then when we're wrong, it's pretty inflated, isn't it?
I know. God, I got killed all week for saying the Titans should rest guys.
I actually saw, I'm not going to talk about it, but I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. They came after me. I'm getting cooked out here.
It's all good, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I saw that too. I wasn't going to bring it up because I'm sure you've been getting roasted. But I mean, I got your point too. I
Yeah.
could understand your point as well, but
Glad they didn't do what I said though.
I'm glad you were wrong too. And I had to eat crow about McNichols. Like I was kind of like before the season, I was like, man, that dude just I don't know. He just ain't it, and he's proved me wrong, you know what I mean? And I've been wrong a lot too. I do want to get to some of these comments, man. We've had 45 to 50 people in the house, and that's freaking awesome. And somebody just told me we hit 600, so that's incredible, man.
Let's go.
We've been running
Rossi,
since July.
Rossi.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's really cool. And shout out to Lady Titan. She's in the building, so she says subscribe, everyone. So yeah, I appreciate all the support from everybody. Trying to get caught up on some of these comments here, man. I'm a little behind here. Ducky says David Long is great. David Long is freaking killing it. And I want to show some of these PFF grades. Now PFF is, it's kind of hit or miss. Obviously. And let me take this comment off of here. These are like the top, if y'all can see that at home or whatever. These are the top 7 on offense and defense. Let me take this banner off here. And what really this surprises me, guys. Like, and Ryan Tannehill was the top rated guy on offense, which I mean the offense, kind of sucked the whole game. I mean, they came. Tannehill did come through in the clutch. But Tannehill out of 82, you know what I mean? Swaim was second with a 71. Julio Jones, 70. And really, like you said, Tyler, he was 4 of 4, right? So
yeah,
it's
35 yards. Yeah.
I don't know. Did he play most of the game? I felt like he was out there most of the time on offense. And I don't know, man. It just seems like we need to get this guy the ball more,
I felt like there were times he was open and Tannehill forced the ball to AJ Brown. The play, not AJ's first drop, but AJ's second drop, where he was on the inside slot, came on the short curl, defensive back was on his left shoulder, and he dropped it. But Julio ran a very similar route about 5 yards next to him, and Julio was really open, and Tannehill threw it to AJ anyway. So he needs to be healthy, but they need to try to get him the ball a little bit more when he's open as well.
And I think that TOT, I think that's the total plays they were in. So
yeah, it should have been 70 or 43 snaps.
Yeah,
is what he played, 74%. So that's his third highest percentage and his highest percentage of snaps since week 3. When he kind of started having these problems. So that's a good sign for sure, but they just need to get him more involved.
That's definitely a positive sign. You see NWI in the top 5, Adrian Peterson, number 4. On defense, I mean, obviously we know the defense killed it. I mean, look at Byard's number, 86.7, Simmons, 79.3, Amani Hooker, we've talked about him, 79, Danico Autry, 71.9, Chris Jones, 71.4, which, I mean, he didn't play a ton of snaps, but that's still pretty good, And then Crookshank, somebody who's been pretty impressive this year for being kind of a special teams guy. Like, he's come in and played well, So it's been good to see that we've had a little depth at that position, considering, Amani Hooker's been hurt. Didn't they let Farley?
Been a steal, man.
Yeah, didn't they let Farley go?
No, Farley's still around, but he is hurt.
Okay, I thought they let him go for some reason.
I think he got hurt in the last game. I don't know if he played in this one. I know he got banged up a little bit in that game against the Colts.
Okay, I don't know why I saw that, man. It's like how I read the car. I totally did not read that Kuharski thing right earlier.
I think it was written weird though.
It was kind of cryptic. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
I think he does. Sometimes he writes certain tweets in certain ways that if he gets pinned down on the information, he can kind of weasel out of it. You know what I mean? So Farley played 23 special team snaps. He didn't get any defensive snaps in this game, so that's probably why it was. But yeah, he was out there so good. I think he's been solid. He's really just a special teams player. The Titans want Crookshank and Hooker and Byard out there on defense.
Yeah, man. And how is and TA, man? And I know we talked a little bit about this on your show last night, and Billy Scott had mentioned this too. I had asked, how many Titans fans were there, and y'all were saying like 30 to 40%. Like
it was more. It was 30 max. It was probably 30% max. But I'll tell you what, by the late third, early fourth quarter, it was reverse roles. Like the Rams fans were leaving. They started leaving late third quarter. And then halfway through the fourth quarter, there were barely any at all. And there was tighten up, whose house, Titans house chants. It was, the Titans fans definitely showed up. It was amazing.
And how is that stadium in person, man? Does it live up to the hype?
It's man, beautiful. It really is a beautiful stadium. It really, the seats are terrible. Too close together, not enough room. Like it was uncomfortable, but it's all good. It really is a beautiful stadium all around. Great place. I can't wait to go back next year when we go and play the Chargers. It's gonna be good, man. So hopefully a bunch of you guys show up, man, because I'll be there.
Yeah. And I know Tyler, you gotta dip out soon. One thing I did wanted to ask you, and Al Pierce had mentioned this, but Tyler, like, what do you see moving forward with the running backs? Do you think Foreman is gonna be the better option moving forward? What do you think about in between these three guys at running back?
I think Foreman is better on the perimeter runs. Like the Titans used him on a toss sweep. On Sunday night, they used him on a misdirection going through the C gap. So I think getting Foreman out on the perimeter, because he's got pretty good straight line speed. Like I said, he's kind of a Dollar General, Derrick Henry. Big bodied guy, good straight line speed. He doesn't have a lot of change of direction or a lot of agility, but if you get him an open hole and he can just boom, get to top speed, put his head down, he's going to be able to get you some good yards and maybe give you some explosives, which is what you need. I think they trust Peterson a lot more with short yardage situations. And we even saw on Peterson's first carry of the game, defensive lineman it was Aaron Donald on Roger Saffold. He blew right into the backfield, and Adrian Peterson did a nasty little spin move in the backfield and then got up and got about 3 yards on the play. They're going to trust Peterson to do that, and then McNichols will keep doing what he's doing. I think McNichols had like one good carry for 7 yards on an outside zone, but man, McNichols just doesn't run with the physicality necessary to run the Titans run scheme. He really just doesn't. They want to get a mix of speed in there and some agility, but McNichols just doesn't do it. And Darrington Evans has overall been a bust so far. Guy can't stay healthy for even a second. Vrabel doesn't criticize players for injury very often. And the day before they put Darrington Evans on IR, Mike Vrabel was saying he's not giving us enough. He wouldn't say that if Evans was just like hurt. So clearly Evans is not only hurt, but he's not living up to his end of the bargain in terms of working hard and all of that. The Titans drafted Evans in the 3rd round, which is a very important pick because they wanted to replace McNichols in the run game. Yeah, we know McNichols can catch it out of the backfield. He can pass protect. That's what I was going to tell you, Rossi. I don't think you should admit defeat and say that you were wrong about McNichols. I think he's just there, okay? I think the Titans would love to upgrade and improve on McNichols. That's why they drafted a running back in the 3rd round, because they wanted to upgrade and improve on McNichols, and they still need that upgrade and that improvement. But for the time being, they're not going to get that. So use Foreman on some of the plays that you think could be explosive, like perimeter runs. Use AP on the inside runs, and when you need to trust a guy to just plow through and get a couple of yards, like on the goal line and short yardage, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, stuff like that. But overall, from what we saw on Sunday, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference going forward. But thank you so much for having me on, man. I'm going to pop off here, but Locked On Titans podcast, Tic Tac Titans on Twitter, article every Thursday on USA Today's Titan Wire doing film breakdown stuff. Make sure you check out the other guys' content as well. Great stuff. Love talking to you guys. Hopefully we do it more.
Yeah, man.
Hey, bro. Thanks for coming in.
Tighten up, man. Thanks for
sir.
coming.
Tighten up. Later.
Tighten up.
All right, man. It's just me and you now. So yeah, man, it's I'm super stoked about this team, dude. Like I know, I mean, I know you are too. You're a diehard fan, man. I always want to play. I always want to play this when you're on, man, because I keep it in my. I think I got it in my queue here. I usually, yeah. I keep it in my queue here. This was the Derrick Henry run. Let's just play it, right? For good luck. This was what it was like the run against
The Bills.
the Bills. So here we go.
The 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Heavy set. Everyone's in the. They got everyone in the box. Henry runs through. Oh, go Henry! Go Henry! Henry's gone! Henry's gone! Woo!
Put the crown on.
Henry's gone! Henry's gone! Ah! Woo! Let's go! The best running back in football! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Henry! Touchdown! Touchdown! Oh,
Dude, I love that clip, man. Like that is TA in his natural habitat, man. Like if you haven't seen this dude call a game, I mean every game you call is good, but I mean the Titans, when you call the Titans game, especially when they're rocking and rolling, dude, it's a lot of fun to watch, dude. So y'all definitely check out TA's live streams, man. They're really good. Let's get to some of these comments, man. They're rolling in there. We got freaking 50 people in there. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Shoot over to Titan Anderson. Follow him too. You know, we work hard, man. We put in work, man, to bring y'all good quality content. It's not like trying to brag or be prideful or nothing. It's something we love to do. So a little bit. It's something we love to do. So it's a lot of fun. But at the same time, like it does take time, man. We put in a lot of work to do this. So y'all support is much appreciated for real. Big Sportsman says everyone needs to calm down about AP. He will get it. I hope so, man. I hope he does improve for sure. Let's see what else we got here. Baby Mama Drama. That's an awesome name. He says, she says he ran like AD all day. Al Pierce says, do you guys think Luann will be with us next year? I'll let you take that one, man.
Man, that's a question I don't even want to answer.
I know.
I love Luann. We all love Luann, man. He's a tight, he's like, he represents the Titans, you know what I'm saying? Like he's one of those guys, that attitude, but it's just he's always hurt and so inconsistent. I don't know. I would love to have him, but I mean, at the price we're paying him, it's like he's not performing at the level of someone who's being paid like that. So it's hard. It's hard to talk about this one because my heart says I want him to stay, but at the end of the day, I'm a Titan fan over any player. Like just because I like the player, I want the Titans to do well, regardless on who's on the roster. So it's tough, man. I don't know.
And what sucks with him, man, like, and I was actually looking up the PFF, like all the different grades. I you got to pay for PFF, and I got a trial for a month, so which is pretty cool. But it's not like I thought it would be cooler than it is, but it just kind of is what it is, But I was looking at Luann's grades for like the games that he's played, the last few games. And he actually had really good grades. Like they were like in the 70s, which is decent for a PFF grade. And so he has improved. Like he's been improving. But what sucks, man, is his knee. Like you never know if he's going to start or not start. We're like, okay, great. We're going to have Luann this week. And then something happens in warmups. And it's like, what the hell, man? We need him, dude. Like we need him bad because that Bobby Hart guy, like he did okay, but I don't know, bro. I just don't think we're gonna do very well with that dude rolling on in the future. It's pretty crazy. Jedi Punk said Foreman breaks a Derrick Henry type highlight if he doesn't trip. Definitely a missed opportunity to show we can run hard without the king. Yeah, dude, he had that play, man. And he almost broke one. Let's see here. I got some more stuff I wanted to get to. The team comparison here. And they had 347 yards. A lot of that was in the second half, The rushing defense has been good this year too, man. Like we've been able to stop a lot of people. What do you think about Tannehill's performance in this game? Like you saw the PFF score, which kind of surprised me, but what do you just think about him as a whole this season? Is he worse? Is he better? Just the O-line hasn't been as good or whatever?
A lot of it is the offensive line. It's at the beginning of the year, he was getting sacked so often. He didn't have no time to do anything. I don't put it all on him. And I still believe in our system, he's a top 10 quarterback. In this system, what we do, he's a top 10 quarterback. If you look at when Henry's out there with him, he's a problem. There's been so many inconsistencies also with the receivers, with AJ and Julio Jones continuing to, it seems like they're seesawing. One guy will miss a game. He'll miss a game. They'll both miss a game. It's like, stay healthy. We need these guys to be in, and we need the, like Luann, keep your ass in the game. Stop getting hurt. And it's crazy because Tannehill's taking all these sacks, and he still gets right back up. Even the cheap shots he was getting, Aaron Donald tried taking his head off, gets right back up. The heart, man, the fight. I'm telling you, dude, if there's one quarterback, you gotta love being wearing this helmet, this two-tone blue helmet. The flaming T logo is Tannehill, man. On and off the field, he's perfect. I love him.
And dude, you're right, man. That is something. Like he has been a warrior this year. And when he was in Miami, he did get injured some, you know what I mean? But since he's been with us, dude, I mean, he has taken some shots and he just gets back up. And what I love about Tannehill is the dude must have ice in his veins, man. Like he's not one of those type of quarterbacks. Like, and you could say that for Stafford last night. Like Stafford just kind of sucked. Like after he got rattled and was throwing those picks, it's like he could never come back from that. Tannehill, he could go out there, throw a horrible pick, and then come out the next drive and just burn you. That's awesome, man. I mean, sometimes you would rather have a quarterback like that. Who, I mean, of course you'd want a quarterback throws 50 TDs in a season and blah blah blah, but you want to have a guy like that who's got the heart, man, and he's a leader too. The Power Hour, I think he's talking about Chili Pepper. He says he's one of the Titans Hall of Fame super fans. Had him on my show. And shout out to the Power Hour, man. He was in rare form last night on your show. He was awesome. And I know you got to meet Chili Pepper at the game. So that's
I've seen him a few times, like 2-3 times. He's cool as hell, man. He walks around, takes pictures with everybody, even with the enemies, man. He, like, everyone respects him, everyone likes him and stuff. So, yeah, shout out to Chili Pepper, man. He's a really cool dude. He really is.
Let's just talk about this for a minute. Like, what do you think with the Saints? Some people are saying, "Oh, this could be a letdown game" and all this stuff. I think we got them, man. Like their defense is really good. I don't know. I know their quarterback right now is Trevor Siemian. Seems like they'd almost have a better chance with who's the other dude they got?
Taysom Hill.
Yeah. What do you think, man? What's your just kind of initial thoughts on this game?
I think if you I'm gonna break it down like this is my prediction. I think what you saw against the Rams is gonna be a lot worse against the Saints. In a good way. In a good way. I think it's going to be bad for the Saints. You're talking about Matthew Stafford, who's a pretty damn good quarterback with weapons. Trevor Siemian is not Matthew Stafford.
No.
The Saints don't have any weapons except for Kamara. You focus on Kamara, shut him down, it's going to be bad. It's going to be very bad. Cooper Kupp, I was telling people, what I don't know if anyone knows his final stat line. I know it's somewhere 11, 12 catches, something like that, maybe more for 90-something yards. Do you have it real quick?
Yeah.
Because, all right, where is that guy? 11 for 90. See, I was spot on. 11 for 95, longest was 17, and he was targeted 13 times, right? Well, first of all, half of those, all they do is hike the ball, throw it to him, and hope he breaks a few tackles. And I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a good receiver. But I'll tell you what, half of those catches and half of those damn yards were off of garbage time. Garbage time. We completely shut him down. He was no threat at all. That's what I'm saying. All the stats that you see there. Robert Woods had a better game than Cooper Kupp. Yeah, he sure did. But I'll tell you what we did on Cooper Kupp was shut his ass down. And half of those catches and half of those yards at least were from garbage time when the Titans were just like, you know what? We're gonna play a certain way and let you waste as much clock as you want, but you're not going over the top. That's what we do. We make, if you're gonna score on us, you're gonna need to do a 20-play drive. And guess what? When you get to the red zone, you're probably gonna kick a field goal. That's what we do. You're not getting. And this is what a lot of teams are doing to Mahomes, not to get too far off subject. Mahomes likes to throw the ball to Tyreek Hill, 80-yard touchdown every once in a while. He's not getting that this year because teams are like, okay, where's Tyreek Hill? Okay, we're keeping the guy deep all the time. If you're going to beat us, Mahomes, you're going underneath. And that's what we do, not just against the Chiefs, but against everybody. If you're going to get a catch down the middle, okay, that's fine, but it's not going to be – you're not scoring deep touchdowns on us. It's not happening no more. The long touchdown has been disintegrated. It's gone. Nada, niet, nine, gone, over. It's not happening. It will not happen against us. You're going to have to earn it. This defense is so well coached and so focused, and just you can even hear it with Jeffrey Simmons and Kevin Byard, even David Long and a lot of other guys, Autry. They talk like, you know what? We know how good we are, and we are going to stay humble, but stay hungry. And I love it. I love it.
Yeah, man, that's something I've noticed. Like the last, 4 or 5 games or whatever, we're not giving up, deep plays. And if you look at the stats, like you said, I mean, look, Cooper Kupp, he had 11 catches, but he averaged 8.6 yards a catch, dude. Like that's nothing for him. I mean, as far as 8.6 yards a catch, we would take that all day against a wide receiver like that, Robert Woods, he did play a little better. Van Jefferson, he kind of had that one clutch catch. I actually met him in South Florida during the offseason. He was at this, I go to this really janky tire place and just pick up a used tire every so often. And he was freaking there getting his windows tinted. And
That's what I need to do.
And the guy there was like, he was like, hey, man, you know who this guy is? His name's Van Jefferson. And at first I was thinking, oh, yeah, he was like a cornerback or something. But he's a wide receiver. And he was a really nice dude. So, but, yeah, I'm glad he didn't do a lot against us. But and let's pull up these defensive stats, man, just because we have to. Like Danico Autry, 1.5 sacks. Freaking Jeffrey Simmons with the hat trick. He pulled out the tray during the broadcast. I don't know if you saw that at the game, but during the broadcast, he put his 3 fingers up, doing the hat trick thing. Harold Landry, he notched him a half a sack. And David Long with the interception, Byard. I mean, these guys are just freaking, even Elijah Molden. Like Elijah Molden is kind of becoming like a dog, dude. Like he's just a gritty player, man. Like at first he doesn't have like great speed, but he's getting in on a lot of the tackles. You know what I mean? Like he's very active, and it's awesome to see, man. Let's get to a couple more of these.
I got something that just showed up, man. It's an early Christmas present, so I might just have her rewrap it. But I wanted to show you guys, man, because I was hoping they were gonna come in. It's from Lady Titan. I was hoping they're gonna come in, and you guys definitely all should get some because they're dope. Last year's they were all white with navy blue. I didn't think they were that dope. But these are super sick. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. They just came in, didn't make it in time for the game. I'll just open it right now. Hold on.
We got a live unboxing. Holy crap, dude! Those are amazing. I gotta get some more Titan swag, dude. Like I'm lacking on the Titan swag. Dude, those are awesome, man.
Yeah, the other shoe says Titans in it.
Dude, that is sick, man. I gotta get a pair of those.
Yeah, and they're running out of sizes. Luckily, mine was there. So if you guys, I'm telling you, go to NFLshop.com. You guys, if you guys are interested, I think they're like $130 or something. But they're beautiful, man. Just use them for game day. Don't wear them out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Use them for game day or if you're doing anything Titans related, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, these are super sick, man. I was sitting there. I was like, please show up for the game, man. Please show up for the game. And they didn't. And last year's were all white with like dark blue secondary. But these have all the color, the red, the baby blue. Like, look at that's pretty clean, bro.
Dude, those are super nice. Like, and a lot of times you'll see like team shoes like that, and they'll be kind of like cheap looking and stuff. But those are clean, man. I got to get some of those.
Yeah, I think they got memory foam too.
Mark Jones says they come in high tops too.
I think they're just low top.
I'm not much on the high tops thing.
I like high tops, but these ones are low. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, I mean, they're beautiful, bro. Like these ones from this year are beautiful. And I checked the sizes, and luckily, I don't have the biggest foot in the world. I don't wear size 12 or anything like that. So if I was you guys, if you guys are interested, man, and not worried about spending about $130 or whatever it is. Make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying, or tell your girlfriends or wives out there, hey, wink, wink, you know, Christmas is coming, you know, and get some because they're beautiful, and they showed up, and I told my wife, I was like, can I put them, you know, show them out on the Rossi show, man? Can we do that? So
that's awesome,
shout out to
man.
Lady Titan, man. That's dope, man, because they're beautiful. I really wish they came in time for the game, but just missed out.
Yeah, man, I got to get some of those. Titan Truth, what's up, man? He says shoes are tight. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. Clay Gamble says cool shoes, Titan Anderson. So, yeah, man, y'all check out those shoes. I'm definitely gonna have to tell the wife about that. Lady Titan, she says shout out to me for buying them. That's awesome, man. I'm gonna have to tell my wife. This was something I wanted to show. I don't know if I could show it like from my phone, but dude, I love Vrabel's. I meant to put it on here. I love Vrabel's post game speeches, man. Let's see.
Oh man, dude,
I don't know if it'll show up on here.
Yeah, that's badass, dude.
Let's see.
Head coach of this football team. Okay, that is not us in the first half. There's glimpses of it. But that is our identity, Darren. That right there in the second half is our identity. Sure. Believe in it, practice it, preach it, demand it out of each other. Demand it out of each other. I couldn't be more proud to be your coach. Randy Bullock.
This might have been last week's. I don't know.
And we had to have it, man. We put a lot on your shoulder.
Nah, that was the old one.
Yeah, they're wearing white. That was from last week.
Yeah, there was one. Dang it, man! I had it on here the other day.
Yeah, I just watched that one. I think today, maybe the one that the recent one. Oh my God, bro! I tell you what, man. God, I love this football team. It's crazy how a football team can bring so many people together from all around the world, man. It's unbelievable. And I literally, when I say around the world, I'm telling you around the world, man. There's people.
Yeah, man.
There's people from Germany that I've talked to. that love the Titans. There's people from Mexico. I mean, look at Chili Pepper from Mexico loving the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
crazy. I'm on the west. I'm not even in Tennessee. I'm in California. I love the Titans. Rossi over there in Florida loves the Titans.
Yeah.
We're in uploading like Chicago area or something like that.
Illinois. It's like
Illinois somewhere.
middle.
Look at that.
Illinois.
All of us, all around the world, holding it down.
Yeah.
We got a whole circle around the whole country, you guys. So unbelievable stuff, man.
Yeah, here it is. Here it
I'm
is.
gonna tell you, congratulations.
So I can get it on the screen here.
At all, KB. If we play like that, okay, we fight our ass off, find out who we play, where we play them, and what time we play them, Tier, and continue to prepare, we're going to win a ton of games because we have a brand of football that may not be perfect, and everybody's going to try to cut holes in it. We don't give. We just figure out ways to win the game. Figure out ways to win the game. That's your job. That's my job. We'll give you a plan. Trust the hell out of us. It's so much fun to watch you guys play. Offense, all I can tell you is I don't care how we got down there, but we scored touchdowns in the red zone. We were 3 for 3. Listen to me, Jeff. We put a lot on your plate, man. Okay, I know a bunch of guys played great. Okay, you got to dominate and take over games. You hear me, Jeff? I appreciate you. Okay, man?
That's so awesome, man. Like he's such a player's coach. Like,
oh, I love him.
The
love
players freaking love him, dude. Like he really is. He's an amazing coach, man. Like I don't think people realize like how blessed we are to have him as a coach. You know, he has brought a winning attitude to Tennessee. Like a winning attitude. I don't know if we've ever had this really before. Like, I mean, I know we were great back in the McNair days and with Fisher and stuff, but just this type of attitude, like it's even, do you think it's kind of more than before? Like as far as just that Tennessee tough, knock them down type of attitude? I know back in the day when you had Eddie George, it's hard to compare, you know what I mean? But just seems like there's something special in Vrabel, man, in this team. I don't know, man. I just think there's something special about this team, and I cannot freaking wait to see how we keep doing. I think you're right, dude. I think we're gonna come out, and I don't want to say we're gonna crush the Saints, just because I never want to say we're gonna crush anybody because I feel like I'm gonna jinx them, but I don't see it, man. I just don't see the Saints having much for us, you know. Al Pierce says, Billy Scott, check your messenger. So check your messenger, Billy Scott. Let's see. Titan Anderson says, JD, did you have it on the raccoon? What did you say? Did you have that?
Well, look, he said in the comments that he saw me at the stadium, and there was so many people who said, yo, yo, Titan Anderson, and I wasn't sure who all these people were. Like, I mean, it's kind of impossible, you know. They're seeing me, all like the people who see me on a, however much they want to watch me, and I don't see them. I just see their little emblem, so it's kind of easier for them to recognize me. So I was just curious. I was wondering if JD was the guy who popped out and he was on my live. Yeah, that's my beat. So you were the guy that popped up and said, TA, this is Titan Anderson or whatever. I had him on my live stream. It's just it was so the connection was so bad, but that's what I thought it was. Yeah, that's who I thought it was. That guy. Yeah, that guy was cool as hell, man. He jumped on and was going wild, man. So shout out to you. If that really was you, man, shout out to you for sure. That was, oh man, so that's one of the cool guys that I ended up meeting, man. He was really cool. So shout out to you, bro.
I think I saw him on there. I think I know who you're talking about. Isn't that cool, man? Like when I went to the last game, it didn't happen to me, but when I went to one of the games, it was a couple games ago in Nashville. I had 3 people come up to me, and I had a little meet and greet thing, but not during my meet and greet. This was just when I was walking around, and this 16, I told you about it, this 16-year-old kid came up to me with his mom, and he was like, are you Titans Rossi? And I'm like, yeah, like, and his mom's like, oh my God, he loves you and all this stuff. He loves watching you. And I didn't get his YouTube name. Like, I think his name was Steven. And if you're in the chat now, let me know if that was you. But isn't that it's such a cool feeling, man. It's humbling, right? And it just makes you, I don't know, it just makes you feel like, man, it's cool that people appreciate it, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a feeling you can't explain because it's like I didn't know who a lot of these people were who were saying, what's up TA, are you TA, or what's up Titan Anderson, shit like that. I got
Yeah.
so many of them, and it was cool. I was like, damn. I was telling even Billy Scott and my brother-in-law, I was like, imagine if we were in Tennessee. I was like, I bet
Oh
you a
yeah.
lot more people would have known because I've been doing this a long time, and just to hear guys like JD and a lot of other people who I don't even know if they even, I don't know them by name or anything like that, mention me. It was crazy, man. And then I got to meet Titanium Chris, and he stays in San Diego area. Also got to meet his son and his wife. Unbelievable, man. It's
That's
crazy.
awesome.
It's unbelievable how, like I said earlier, how this team brings people together. And it's like I know we're not family, but I tell you what, this makes us pretty close to family. This team makes us all pretty damn close to family. And I'll tell you what, man, if you guys ride for us and stick with the Titans and continue to support us, man, we'll always have your back.
Yeah, man, for sure. I think, and too, it being a small market, like I think it just brings people closer together too. Sauce Monster, what's up, man? I see you're heading out of here, and Sauce is the man, dude. I actually just sent Sauce something in the mail, little Titans memorabilia thing that I have just to show my appreciation, man. Sauce is awesome. Sin City Titan. Sin City Titan's a good friend of mine too, so shout out to him. Definitely, man. Yeah, like Mark Jones says, AP and King Henry is a duo. Could you imagine that, man, when Henry comes back? Like, just it would just be awesome to see, man. And I really hope Peterson, I hope he gets better. Like, I think too, and you can give me your thoughts on this, man, but I almost kind of expected the offense to be this way. You got to think about it, guys. I mean, we've had Henry for what? Like, as far as a starter, 3 seasons now, 3.5 seasons, something like that. And we're so used to having him. Like, we've gotten spoiled. You know what I'm saying? Like, most teams fans would love to have a running back like Henry. Most teams have a running back by committee approach, Like, how lucky are we to have one dude that just kind of takes the reins? And do you think this offense is going to work out the kinks? Like, and do you think it's just a matter of that without Henry?
Man, I'll tell you, we're gonna be fine as long as the defense continues to do its thing, and AJ and Julio are on the field at the same time, and not one guy missing here, one guy missing there, this and that. We're gonna be perfectly fine, especially because, like I said, we're not gonna be playing Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey every single week.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen like that. We have the second easiest schedule in the NFL, I believe, the rest of the way. So we're gonna be perfectly fine. I expect the running backs to actually do very well. The play action still shows it's a problem. And when AP was in there, the play action was really working. People were really worried about him. And it just shows you, even at, what is he, 36, 37, people still have respect for him, and he's moving pretty quick. He looks quick out there. He looks like he can still go. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Time is the only truth in this life we got, man. So hopefully in the near future, specifically when we beat the Saints, hopefully the running backs carry us. That'd be pretty cool. Defense puts their foot down, and we get 30, 35 carries out of our running backs. I would love to see that. I would love to see the running backs kind of help carry the offense a little bit and continue to use play action and have our receivers, those 2 guys, AJ Brown and Julio Jones, healthy on the field together.
Yeah.
And I think it could start very soon.
And like Vrabel said on the post game, he's like, you guys were 3 for 3 in the red zone. That's a huge thing. Like, they showed up when they needed to. Paulie D, Love You Blue says, TA and Rossi make us all proud, brothers. Thanks for sharing the same passion for the Titans. We all appreciate what you guys do. One love, tighten up. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I know we both appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
Sin City says, you think we will keep Foreman with Henry and AP? Imagine how tiring that would be for a defense. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on a numbers game. I don't see them keeping. More than likely, they're going to keep I mean, they're going to keep McNichols when Henry comes back.
You got to.
I don't see them keeping 4 running backs. I mean, they might keep them on the practice squad, just in case Henry's, God forbid, anything would happen. But just in case. Leon says, what are the chances of Henry back for the first playoff game? You think there's a really good shot for him to be back that first playoff game?
I think he'll be ready to go probably week 13, to be honest, week 14, if he wants to. I just don't want to. I don't want him to.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get the first round bye. Obviously, then you get a first round bye and you get a home field throughout the playoffs all the way to the Super Bowl. And that'll give us an extra week. But don't rush him back, especially if we continue to win. No. But I'll tell you what. I want that first seed, Rossi. I want that first seed bad. If we get the first seed and later on we get that guarantee that Derrick Henry's coming back, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. I honestly believe we'll win the Super Bowl. At least get to it. Because we know over in the NFC, man, they got some dogs over there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers on fire. Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers when he's playing on fire. The Cowboys, I think they took a dip. Like, a little curious about them now. I'm gonna keep my eye out on those guys. And then isn't there another really good team? I can't remember. I feel like I'm missing a team in the NFC. That's a really good team. Oh, the Cardinals. Yeah, of course, the Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm missing another one. Yeah, the Cardinals are on fire too. So it's obviously, we got to get through the AFC first, one game at a time. But the Rams too. Lady Titan coming in the chat. See, that's dope. That's so cool, man. She's paying attention. There's proof right there. That's my girl. There we go, man. But yeah, the Rams also, man, they're definitely a team that is very good. They just ran into a Titanic defense.
Yeah, man, they're still a good team. I'm sure they'll continue to do well. JD says, Rossi, I've been on the hype train all year long via Upload. I appreciate that, man. And shout out to Titan Upload.
Hell yeah.
His baby daughter's been in the hospital. I know she's still there. She's been there. He didn't get to do a live stream. She's been in there for a few days, and I know he won't mind me saying this because he posted on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
But she's not been eating a lot, and so y'all give your thoughts and prayers out to Upload and his family, his little baby daughter. She's gonna be okay, but she's just going through some rough stuff like right now.
So I've sent him a message on Twitter, but he doesn't use Twitter that much, man, and we don't have like personal numbers or anything like that. But yeah, Upload, man, I know you probably will listen to this later, man, and like I said, man, you could reach out whenever you need to, bro. If you need anything, let us know, bro. I'm sure I could speak for Rossi on this, man. We got you, man, and we hope, even if you guys aren't religious or anything, at least send your best wishes, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, man. I, as a father myself, and I got another one on the way, there's no worse feeling than when your child is sick, man. I promise you guys that, and I can't explain that feeling to you guys unless you have a child. It's scary. It's scary, and it's sometimes you feel helpless because you wish you could just take all the pain, all the sickness away, instead of having your kid go through that. So definitely tighten up low, bro. Hopefully the little one gets better. It's Tenny, right?
Yeah, Tenny's.
Shout out to Tenny, man. Shout out to Tenny. Hashtag Tenny. Let's go.
That's cool, man. I made a tweet earlier and said, not Tennessee or not Titans tough, Tenny tough,
Oh, hey, that's a shirt, bro. That's a shirt, bro.
Yeah. He brought her to the game when this was the Kansas City game, man. She was a trooper, man. She was there, like he had the little carry thing. He was carrying her on the
I see some of the pictures. That's crazy. I was to be honest, like when my son was when Lil T was born, I couldn't put him in those, bro. And like we had one, but I would always have my hands under like his little diaper area, like because I was always scared. I was like, am I really gonna just trust this thing to keep my child? Nah, man, I couldn't do it, man. But
yeah. And little
Crazy.
TA made the show the other day. He was
Yeah.
that was funny, man. I went back and watched it, and he was just on there, dude, while you're on the break. That was awesome, man.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he loves it. He loves it.
like father, like son, right? Keisha Bible, shout out to you, man. Keisha's a huge follower of us. She says, I want to go to
Yeah.
the game Sunday, but I'm afraid we will lose. Yeah, every time Keisha goes to a game, we lose, which sucks. But I think you'll have better luck this year, Keisha. Like, I don't know. Did you go to a game this season? I think we lost, right? Maybe you shouldn't go, but I don't know. I think I think you should try it again, Keisha. I think we're a lot better now, so I think you should go. Sauce Monster, he says, LOL. Tennessee Titans Weekly. What's up, guys? He
There
says,
we
good
go.
evening, good gentlemen Titan. I love those guys, man. They're freaking awesome. Let's get to a few more comments here. We're gonna shut it down here in a few minutes, guys. I got to work in the morning. It's getting a little late here. TA, like most people know where they can find you, but let the good people know. Let them know what you're up to lately, what you got going on here in the near future.
Well, you guys, actually, I was actually in the process of getting back into YouTube. I'm already in YouTube, but I'll be more specific. At a higher rate. I'm going to be doing obviously a lot of play-by-play for many games. I'm also thinking about getting the NBA TV thing, whatever it is, so I can stream more of the Warrior games. I want to do more of that. I'm also going to be doing reaction videos to game highlights, lots of different highlight reaction videos just for fun, just for entertainment. And obviously Titans content that'll never ever go away. That's my main priority. So it's going to be a lot of videos, man. A lot of videos, lots of collaborations coming out too. And yeah, I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be keeping you guys busy, bringing out that fun content for you guys. And yeah, man. Also, like I said, man, we almost have 50 channel members. If you guys are interested, man, it's only $2.99. Hit that
Yeah.
up and join the army, man. The TA army is wild. But yeah, man, a lot of fun stuff coming, you guys. So make sure you guys check me out, Titan Anderson, on YouTube if you have not already. I think we're like 23 subscribers away from 5,300. So if you're not subscribed, hit that damn button and show up for all the live streams. And I'm very active on Twitter, very active. So Titan Anderson 1 on Twitter. Hit me with a follow. I'll follow you back. And I guess that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, man. If you're not following TA, what are you doing, man? Like this, follow TA, follow Titan Anderson. He's awesome, man. He's one of the OGs of the Titans YouTube game. And I've been following him ever since I moved to South Florida when I started watching Titans YouTube stuff. So definitely follow TA, man. He puts in a lot of work. He loves this team. If you were here earlier and you saw the video, man, super passionate. Billy Scott, what's up, man? He says, Rossi, we need your help next year invading SoFi Stadium. Yeah, and Billy, I told TA, and I'll let you go after this, man, but I told you, and I mean this, all right? I mean this. If we go to the Super Bowl, I'm going to make my way out to Cali, man. And how far is San Diego from LA, like driving wise?
It's anywhere from about an hour and 40 minutes to about 220, maybe, depending on how fast or slow you drive and traffic. It's not bad at all.
Okay, cool. I thought it was like 4 hours or something.
Nah. 4 to 5 hours would be San Diego to Vegas, so which still isn't that bad.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad at all. So, dude, if we go to the Super Bowl, I'm coming there. Me and my wife, we're not going to get to go to the game just because it's too expensive, but I think it'd be cool just to at least go to the stadium, man, because it would be so much fun to go up to the outside of the stadium, kind of hang out. And if you guys throw a party or something, we'll definitely make it to San Diego. We can rent a car or whatever.
Hey man, my dude,
Um,
Lady Titan is one of the things that she does is she's kind of like a planner for like birthdays. She sets it all up, man. Gets background, sets table, like it just has like you give her a theme and she takes off with it, man. So that's one of her little side gigs things that she does. And one thing she loves doing is throwing Super Bowl parties. She usually always does. I'm talking the craziest. You got wings lined up, you got things hung up everywhere, football bowls, like it's out of this world, man. So I'm telling you, I was telling her too, if we go to the Super Bowl, we're going all out on a party, bro, like for real, like because
Yeah.
going to watch the Super Bowl is pricey. It really is. It's crazy. Just for nosebleed seats, you'll barely get to see anything. So definitely throw one here, man. Clear out the whole living room and just be like, let's get it, man. Let's enjoy a Super Bowl together. That'd be dope.
Yeah, dude, no, for real. Like we will definitely come 100% if they go to the Super. I went to Atlanta when they went to the Super Bowl, and we went with it was a friend I grew up with, his parents. We all went in this big RV he had, and we were outside of the stadium, but they had that big ice storm in Atlanta that year. It was nuts, dude. Like we barely even made it in an RV in an ice storm. Like it was nuts, but it was so worth it. It was so cold, man, which was rare for Atlanta. I mean, it gets cold, but not like that, you know?
Yeah.
So anyways, man, I appreciate you coming on. I'm going to let you go, and then I'm going to wrap it up here.
Got you.
Dude, much love to you, and I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, thank you for letting me come on. I pretty much made it on time, which was good. It's my mom's birthday.
You
So
did, bro.
I tried rushing
Yeah.
back because I totally forgot, man. I was just like, there's always something coming up, and I was like, I wanted to go stop by my mom's and say happy birthday, drop some stuff off. So I was able to make it, man. I'm happy that I did. Thank you for your time. Thank you to everybody for supporting my channel and Rossi's. Like I said, man, continue to show support to us. We really do put in a lot of work for you guys, and we love it. We're not complaining. We love it. And Rossi, congratulations on 600, bro. If anyone deserves to continue this rapid growth that you're doing, bro, it's you, bro. And I'm proud of you. And I'm so glad that I can call you my friend, bro, for real, man. And God bless you. Best wishes to you. And another quick shout out to little Tenny, man. Shout out to Upload and get well, man. Best wishes to your little one. Thank you, bro. I'll see you later, man. Tighten up. Code Blue, Cyclops Swag. I love you guys, man. Tighten up. Let's go.
Yeah, see you, bro. Thank you, bro. So there you go. There's TA, man. Super good dude. Like you said, I really appreciate the kind words, man. It means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to Upload too. And like I said, y'all keep your thoughts and prayers out for Upload, man. This channel is a part of the Titan Upload network. He's one of my best friends. I really care a lot about him and his family. And you know, keep your prayers out for them. I really believe Tenny's going to be okay, but you know, lift your thoughts, and if you pray or whatever you do, you know, doesn't matter to me what you believe in or whatever. Positive thoughts, positive vibes, prayers, all the good stuff in life. Throw that up to the Upload family and his daughter, because you know, they need some support right now. Michelle, she says, hopefully we're not in the delivery room. That's right, y'all. You're gonna be expecting right around that time. So hopefully not, but if not, you know, that's a good thing too. So it'll be another little TA in the world, or a little Michelle in the world. So that'll be pretty cool too. Either way, you know. But yeah, we'll definitely make it out there, and definitely look forward to eating some of them wings. JD says FLG. That's right. I care my team. What's up? What about them Titans? Yeah, they're doing awesome. And shout out to you too. And I saw Titans Time podcast in there earlier too. So shout out to him. Cincinnati Titans says, hell yeah, Paulie. I'm in Tampa. Yeah, Paulie. We need to get up sometime soon. I couldn't remember where you said you lived. I think it's not too far from where I'm at. So we need to get up sometime soon. Let's see. Big Sportsman just texted me, but I can't release that information on air. Little tidbit he gave me. So shout out to Big Sportsman. He's awesome, man. Good friend of mine too. We've become friends too. He's been in the chat tonight, and I would love to have him on the show sometime. I know we've talked about it. He'll be ready around weeks. He started PT the day after surgery, and yeah, I appreciate you giving us that information. He knows a ton about football. He's starting to set up his own YouTube. I'm going to help him do that. Whatever help you need, James, I got you. You know, you got my number, so just text me anytime, call me, whatever. I will help you out. Titanium Chris, what's up, brother? TA was shouting you out earlier in the chat. So yeah, 600, dude. We got to 600. If you haven't subscribed yet, and I've seen a lot of new people in the chat tonight, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We've been rocking and rolling. I mean, we've been up since, let's see, I think the end of July, and we've already hit 600, and that's all because of you guys. Like, y'all supported the channel. It's been killer. Yeah, we're right at 600. So let's see if I can get it to focus. Ah, crap. Let's see if I can get it to focus in here. Let's see there. 600. So y'all got me there, man. 600 subscribers. So I appreciate it. Clay, thank you so much. Jedi Punk 85. I like the name. Titan fan since day one, 1999. Going on from Oilers to Titans. Yeah, man, that's awesome. You started around training camp. Yeah, I did because I wanted to start kind of like right when training camp was going on. So I want to show a couple of these slides. I did make some of them, so I don't want them to go to waste. Let's see. Defense smash. So this was a couple picks of the two of the major plays on defense. What awesome pictures. You got Byard there on the left scoring a touchdown. This picture was awesome. This was actually in the thumbnail I think I made on Tuesday. No, not on today's Tuesday. On Sunday. So there's Simmons smashing Stafford in the end zone. That was freaking awesome. I meant to show this earlier, Bryce. I'm sorry. I hope you're still in here, man. Bryce Pratt sent this to me earlier and asked me to show it. So here you go, Bryce. Impressive stat. This Jim Wyatt posted this. Impressive stat in Titans QB in Week 10. Since joining the Titans prior to 2019, Tennessee quarterback Ryan Tannehill has orchestrated 12 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime, most in NFL over that span. 2 more than the next closest player, Derek Carr. Tannehill's 12 game winning Titans drives are tied for the third most by a quarterback in his first 3 seasons with a team since the 1970 league merger, trailing the Cowboys' Dak Prescott and the Falcons' Matt Ryan. So there you go, man. Tannehill's 12 game-winning drives are the third most by a quarterback since 1970. That's elite. That's elite Tannehill, or as TA says, Tanny Wills. So, I mean, that's an elite quarterback, guys. I mean, look at that. That's proof is in the pudding, right? Stats don't lie, right? So that's pretty amazing. So I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Man, we've had like 40 people in the building this whole time. This is the most I've ever had in a live stream. We had actually about 50 consistently the entire show. That's the most I've ever had in a live stream on, consistently during the whole show. So I really appreciate you guys. You guys freaking rock, man. Y'all been killing it for me tonight. Paulie D, love you blue, said that's awesome, Mr. Clutch, for sure. Yeah, man, that's amazing. Jedi says congrats on the 600. I appreciate it. Jumpman, Titan man. Yeah, man. Bryce Pratt says thank you, buddy. Thank you for all the support. And I think you're going to be on the Power Hour show soon. So look forward to seeing that. Mark Jones, what's up, man? I see you commenting on here. Thank you for all your support too. last 3 teams that won 4 straight. Yeah, I didn't put that graphic up just because it's been all over Twitter lately. But yeah, the last 3 teams that won 4 straight versus playoff teams reached the Super Bowl. So keep that in mind. 2 of them won it. Sin City Titan says, "Tighten up, Rossi. Great shows. Always talk to you soon." Yeah, brother. Thank you so much, Sin City, for all your support. You're a good friend to me too, and I really appreciate your friendship as well. Titan Nation says, "Congrats on the 600." So yeah, man, I'm gonna get on out of here. It's about 10:30 here Eastern time. Big Jeff over here. We got Mason over here. Hopefully, maybe Reynolds being gone, this is a sign that Mason might get an opportunity. We got Henry back here. So yeah, man, let's see what happens. Josh says, "What's up, man? We're just now wrapping it up. Sorry you missed it, man, but go back and watch it. We had an incredible show. We had Tyler from Locked on Titans. We had TA. But yeah, it's been a great show. It's all right, man. Yeah, go back and watch it. It was really good. Hit the like button, guys, before you head on out of here. I don't know how many likes we got tonight, but it'd be cool to get the 50 likes. Most of my shows have been getting the 50 likes, so I really appreciate that very much. Let's see what we got here. We're at 47, guys. All we need is 3 more likes to get to 50. So let's get to 50 before we end the show. If you haven't hit the like button yet, all you got to do, here's what you got to do. And I know most of you know how to do this, but look, it's this simple. So here's the show playing here. Here's the show playing. All you got to do is, depending on what type of phone you have, hit that back button. If you're watching the show, just hit the back button. If you got the whole show up, hit the back button and boom, hit the like button. That's all you got to do. It takes like 2 seconds. There you go. Let's see. Boom, boom. Hit the like button. Oh, we got 56. Holy crap, man. It must have not updated. So, wow, man. 58, 57, 58. Man, y'all are killing it, dude. I really appreciate it. Bryce says you're at 48. Now we just hit 58, so must have had a little like blitz there going on. So I really appreciate that, man. It's awesome. Laurel Company, I saw you in here before, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I appreciate it. And shout out to the Laurel Company. I don't know who you guys are or what you guys do. I see your business card there, but yeah, that's a plug for you. So shout out to whatever you do. 60 likes. There we go. We got the big 6-0. We've never got 60 likes in a live show as far as actually during the show. So a lot of records for the Titans Rossi channel tonight. So that's awesome, man. Anyways, we're going to get out of here. Al Pierce, what's up, man? We'll end on that. Go Titans, kick New Orleans Saints, tail Oilers struck. Jedi Punks with the thumbs up. Bryce says reach the show to 100 likes. So we'll end on Bryce's comment. And thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned. We got content coming all the time, We'll probably do a preview show for the Saints, maybe Friday, Saturday night. Probably get somebody good in there. Might have TA back on. Who knows? We might even have Titan Upload in there if everything's going well and all that. So I greatly appreciate you guys. 60 likes and 601 subs. That's a good number, right? So yeah, 60 likes, and that's a great night. We smashed some records tonight. Derrick Henry smashed some records tonight on this show. So I couldn't be happier, man. And I really appreciate all you guys and the support. Thank you too. You guys really freaking rock. So I'm gonna get out of here, man. Tighten up. Let's go. We got the Saints this Sunday. I think we got the Saints. I mean, I think we're gonna play very well against them, and hopefully the offense gets better. So Tighten up, guys. I'm going to get out of here. Tighten up that like button. Please show your love for the Tighten Upload Network, and we will see you next time. Tighten up.